Welcome to the chosen path. Have you noticed how some people, once so loud about you, are now quiet, even hiding behind whispers? They thought their words could stop you, but now they're sitting there, just watching as you take your rightful place at a table they'll never reach. And this isn't just any table. It's not about food or comfort. It's a statement, a declaration that what was meant for you cannot be touched by doubt, hate, or disbelief. It's a divine setup, a meeting arranged long before they realized they were part of someone else's story. They thought they were writing the ending to your life, yet they were only casting the first act. Now, the same people who hoped to see you fail are forced into the front row, witnessing your rise, unable to interfere, unable to speak. And there's a strange beauty in that, isn't there? This isn't revenge, it's perfect timing. Every insult, every sneer, every underhanded comment was simply part of the stage for your victory. God's plan has a way of placing everyone exactly where they need to be. Friends, strangers, and even enemies, all gathered to witness what they once dismissed. There's one seat at the head, but the universe made sure even those who doubted you have a front row view. Relax and take it in, because this table, the one laid out just for you, is the evidence of a life that refused to bow to negativity. And here's the truth: the anger, the jealousy, and the hate thrown your way didn't stop you. In fact, it fueled you. Every sideways glance, every whisper behind your back, and every attempt to dim your light became wind beneath your wings. Ironically, the very people who hoped to see you stumble built the strength that carried you forward. Their hatred became your power source, a secret engine pushing you toward the life they thought they could deny you. Think about it: every word meant to wound, every attempt to derail you, only sharpened your focus and hardened your resolve. While they wasted energy trying to figure out how to break you, you turned each attack into momentum. Their anger, their envy, it couldn't touch you. Instead, it became a weapon you never asked for, but now wield effortlessly, turning every attempt to harm into a lesson, a step, a push toward your greatness. They didn't see it coming. Their hate, their schemes, and their small-minded plans became the very thing that made you unstoppable. And as you rise, as you shine, they're left staring, frustrated, unable to comprehend why nothing they did worked. That's the paradox of power. The more they try to stop you, the higher you soar. And this table before you isn't built on appearances. It's forged from the fire of your journey. It doesn't matter how it looks from the outside. The real value lies in every trial, every loss, every sleepless night, and every moment you felt the world was against you. Only you know the strength it took to arrive here. The long hours of persistence, the doubts you quietly conquered, and the fears you refused to feed. The people around you see only the success, the glory, and the outcome. They see the table, the spread, and the rewards, but they can't feel the grit, the sweat, and the resilience it took to claim them. Every blessing, every achievement, and every victory was paid for in the currency of struggle. Trials that would have crushed most, but built you instead. The beauty of your table isn't just in what's on it. It's in how it was earned, piece by piece, from the life you refused to let break you. What you're sitting at now isn't a reward someone handed you. It's the price you paid, the battles you fought, and the nights you cried but kept moving. This life didn't come free. Every scar, every tear, every hard choice was the currency you gave to build this moment. And the truth is, most people wouldn't be standing if they had walked through what you've endured. They don't need to understand it. They can't. This table was never meant for people who haven't walked through the fire you've walked through. Every setback you faced was a brick laid down for your foundation. Every heartbreak became the hammer that shaped you into someone unbreakable. Every loss was a teacher. Every dark valley carved out the strength you stand on now. So when people envy what's on your table, let them. They're looking at the plates, but they don't see the price tag. They see the feast, but not the fast. They see the blessings, but not the bruises. They don't understand, but the real treasure isn't the table. It's the person who sits at it. You became someone they never thought you'd become, and that's what matters most. You earned this seat. You built this table through grit, faith, and relentless determination. And because of that, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation for how far you've come. Just by sitting there, you're already telling the story. That table is more than a blessing. It's a living reminder of the fights that shaped you. And here's the third truth. Your enemies aren't guests at this table. They're only spectators. They're present, but not invited. They're in the room, but not part of the meal. They can see it, but they can't taste it. It's almost poetic. The same people who plotted, whispered, and doubted you now sit on the sidelines, forced to watch what they never thought they'd see. They can't touch it, they can't share it, and they can't take it. All they can do is watch. That's the power of where you are right now. What they once tried to destroy has become your display of strength. They used to have power in their rumors, in their glances, and in their attempts to chip away at your confidence. But now, silence. Their noise has faded because your presence is louder than their words ever were. And that silence isn't an accident. It's the sound of humility they never asked for but now have to face. It's the sound of them realizing they were never as powerful as they thought. They're exactly where the universe placed them. On the outside, looking in. And nothing feels more complete than knowing they have no choice but to witness your victory. They can't stop it. They can't steal it. They can't even stand close to it. The very life they thought you'd never reach is the one they now have to watch you live. Front row, unable to touch. And here's the fourth truth: your table isn't just special. It's untouchable. There's a reason it's out of their reach. When something is prepared for you, it's sealed for you. No rumor, no plan, no jealousy can break that seal. There's a wall around it that no human hand can tear down. They can watch. They can talk. They can wish, but they cannot cross the line. This isn't luck, and it isn't timing. It's design. It's divine planning. Their frustration comes from realizing they'll never touch what's yours. They'll try everything. Gossip, doubt, waiting for your downfall, but nothing will work. This table was set for you, and you alone. That's the beauty of it. Every time they reach for what you have, it only proves how protected you are. Every failed attempt to bring you down only shows how secure your blessings truly are. This isn't about arrogance. It's about assurance. You're not just blessed. You're guarded. And no matter how hard they try, no matter how close they lean in, they'll never get past the wall. No one can touch what's yours. Your table, your victories, your gifts. That's what sets you apart. This isn't just another accomplishment anyone could stumble into. This is a place that was carefully prepared for you. Surrounded by protection you can't see but can feel. Every time someone tries to interfere or overstep, it only reminds them that you're operating on a completely different level. A level they can't even reach. No matter how much they wish or scheme, the truth is clear: your table is untouchable. They have to face it no matter what they do. They'll never sit where you are, because your path is unique and guided. And here's the deeper truth. Your seat at this table isn't just a personal win, it's a declaration. God didn't place you here randomly. This is a statement for the world to see, especially for those who doubted you, dismissed you, or tried to stop you. Your presence says loud and clear that you are stronger, wiser, and more resilient than anyone thought possible. It's living proof that you came through fire without losing yourself. It's not about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that your strength, persistence, and faith are unstoppable. Sitting at this table shows that your journey, with all its struggles, heartbreaks, and lessons, has prepared you for something extraordinary. It's a symbol that you're not just surviving, you're thriving, and nothing can stop what's meant for you. They can see it, they can feel it, but they can't take it away. You didn't get here by luck, by charm, or by bending to someone else's rules. You got here because you refused to quit, even when the world seemed to doubt you. You earned every moment of this, step by step, through hard work and faith in yourself. And the beauty of it, you didn't have to ask for anyone's approval. You didn't have to play by their rules or shrink yourself to fit their world. It's not about who's loudest or who's the most recognized. It's about who has the courage to endure, to rise, and to claim what was always meant for them. You didn't chase this table. It was waiting for you. And now that you're here, your presence alone speaks volumes, louder than any words ever could. No one controls you. No gossip, no envy, and no effort to bring you down can interfere with what is yours. This isn't just a blessing, it's proof. Proof that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and no one can change it. And here's something else: the feast is always bigger when there's more competition. This table isn't just a place to sit. It's a call to embrace everything about yourself, every piece of who you are, especially the parts others have tried to break, dim, or shame. Maybe someone told you to shrink, to play small, or to hide your uniqueness. But this table is proof that you don't have to. Every part of you belongs here: your strengths, your flaws, your scars, and your wins. You don't have to hide. You don't have to justify. You don't have to dim your light. This is the moment to step fully into your power, without shame or fear. This isn't about pleasing anyone else or meeting anyone else's standards. You don't have to be cautious or safe for their comfort. You've earned this seat with every challenge, every obstacle, and every lesson along the way. You don't have to change. You don't have to shrink. You belong here exactly as you are, and now the world gets to see it. In this moment, you feel it deep down. You are exactly where you're meant to be. No criticism, no mistake, and no opinion from anyone else can shake that truth. This table isn't just a place to sit, it's a stage where you can show up fully as yourself without apology or shame. Here, you have the freedom to stand out in a world that constantly tries to make people blend in, to shrink, and to hide their light. The more you embrace yourself, the stronger your energy becomes, and the harder it is for anyone to ignore it. Every part of you, your courage, your strength, your authenticity, is fully accepted and celebrated. This is your space to shine exactly as you are, without filters, without limits, and without anyone else dictating your worth. And here's the truth: this table didn't appear by accident. It wouldn't exist if you hadn't endured the toughest moments of your life. Every failure, every loss, every moment of doubt, every time you wondered if you could go on, they were all building blocks, laying the foundation for this very moment. Each struggle, each tear, each sleepless night added to your strength and resilience. What may have felt like a setback at the time was actually a stepping stone to this exact point. This table is the culmination of every lesson learned, every moment you refused to quit, and every time you pushed forward when giving up would have been easier. People looking in from the outside see the success, the gifts, the calm, and the peace. They don't see the battles that shaped you, the nights you fought to hold yourself together, or the mornings you forced yourself to believe when there was no proof that anything would get better. They have no idea how often you were tempted to give up, only to dig deeper, rise higher, and keep moving forward. Every storm you endured, every struggle you faced, led you here. This isn't luck. It isn't coincidence. It's the result of relentless hard work, unwavering hope, and determination that refused to quit. The challenges didn't break you. They built you. This table is proof of that truth. It's a reminder that every hardship, every trial, every heartbreak had a purpose to make you stronger, wiser, and more grounded. Those who look at you now don't just see someone fortunate or gifted. They see someone who has earned every single moment of their success through grit, perseverance, and courage that most people never summon. You deserve this table because you didn't give up. Your story isn't just about victory, it's about the journey it took to get there. A journey worth telling, a story worth witnessing. And the most beautiful part, this table doesn't just teach you. It teaches everyone who sees it. It shows what it truly means to rise above, to persevere, and to thrive despite everything. People who doubted you, misunderstood you, or even underestimated you now see what real strength looks like. They learn that strength isn't gained by skipping the hard times or taking the easy route. Strength comes from walking through the fire, surviving the storms, and showing up again and again, even when the world doesn't seem to be on your side. Every glance at your table is a lesson. Rising above isn't easy, but it is worth every ounce of struggle you endured. Every time they see you sitting at this table, they are reminded of something they can't buy, borrow, or steal: true strength, unwavering character, and a sense of purpose. These aren't things that can be handed out. They're earned, cultivated, and lived. For those who once doubted you, seeing you here is almost unbearable. They may have thought that putting you down would somehow lift them up, but the reality is the opposite. Every attempt to knock you off course, every challenge meant to shake you, and every moment they hoped you'd fail only fueled your determination and made you stronger. Each trial became a stepping stone, each obstacle a spark that fired your resolve. You didn't just survive, you thrived, and this moment is undeniable proof of that. This isn't about revenge or showing off. It's about your journey speaking louder than words ever could. Those who once underestimated you now have no choice but to witness your triumph. And that is the real victory, demonstrating that resolve, faith, and purpose cannot be broken by doubt or negativity. This table wasn't meant for just anyone. It's sacred, reserved for those who understand what it truly takes to rise. And now that you've claimed it, the lesson is unforgettable. What fuels some people's frustration is your happiness, which remains unshakable. They can't understand it because their view of life is temporary, dependent on fleeting successes, comparisons, or external approval. Meanwhile, you've discovered something much deeper, a joy and peace that cannot be touched by the chaos around you. It's quiet, steady, and unmovable. Watching you sit here, calm and truly happy, makes them confront what they're missing in their own lives. They've spent time plotting, criticizing, and hoping to dim your light. But every time they try, they only witness the strength of your inner peace shining brighter. Your happiness doesn't rely on anything outside yourself. It comes from acceptance, gratitude, and connection to something far greater than the challenges of the world. It's a joy that doesn't fluctuate with circumstances. And seeing you radiate this kind of peace, even in the face of opposition, forces them to confront their own discontent. They may attempt to spread negativity or doubt, but it cannot reach you, because your happiness is rooted in who you are, not what's happening around you. You are living proof that true fulfillment comes from within, and no outside force can take it away. Finally, remember this: God's table is more than abundance. It's intentional. Every gift, every seat, every blessing at this table has a purpose. It's not random, it's part of a bigger plan. Yes, it may feel like the world is watching, and in some ways it is. You may feel like the center of attention, and perhaps you are, but that's because you were placed here for a reason. This table represents preparation, victory, and divine timing. It's not just plenty, it's strategic. Every challenge, every struggle, and every moment that brought you here was part of a design meant to elevate you and make your presence a testament to what is possible. When someone refuses to give up, this moment isn't some random twist of fate or a lucky break. It's a carefully written chapter in a divine plan that was set in motion long before you ever got here. Those who once tried to keep you hidden, thinking you didn't matter, are now forced to face a truth they can no longer ignore: your brilliance, your wisdom, your presence. Every question, every doubt, every rumor they created to cover your light is collapsing right in front of their eyes. You stand as living proof that what God has decided cannot be erased by human hands. This seat you hold, this position you're in, didn't just appear. It's the result of every test, every tear, every time you stood when others expected you to fall. God's favor often reveals itself in the very places where others doubted you the most. The stories they told about you are breaking apart each time they see you standing tall, shining, and drawing attention, not because you begged for it, but because your journey demands it. Once, they wanted you invisible. Now, you're a flame they can't put out, a light of hope and strength that forces them to question their own assumptions. It's not just your success that's drawing their eyes, it's the meaning behind your success. You've become proof that no amount of plotting or doubting can block a plan that was written for you long before they even knew your name. No matter how hard the world tried to bury you, God was always preparing to raise you higher. You're not at this table by accident. Every setback, every failure, every detour was a piece of the map that led you here. Your place here isn't just a gift. It's a deliberate sign of God's kindness and timing. It's a living message. No one can rewrite what God has already decided. You're not just here to enjoy the results of your work, you're here to show others that God's decision is final and His plan always prevails. Your presence in this room changes its atmosphere. It's a silent but powerful discovery for everyone watching. The stories that were told to reduce you no longer match the reality standing before them. They used to laugh, dismiss, or silence you, but now they're staring at someone who walked through fire, who refused to break, and who came out stronger and brighter than ever. You've become a mirror that reflects their own fears and insecurities back at them. Every attempt to block your happiness only made you more unshakable. They can't deny it anymore. The truth is staring them in the face. They lost. Their plans didn't work because you were always meant for something greater. And now, not only have you been transformed, but your journey is transforming everyone who sees it. This table isn't just a symbol of your achievement, it's a silent testimony of their failure to stop you. Your presence forces them to reconsider what they've done, why they did it, and the energy they've put into the world. They can't sit comfortably anymore. They're wriggling in their seats, because the one they tried to push aside is now the focus of the room. No matter how hard they tried to smother your spark, it only burned hotter. You've become a living emblem of resilience and strength. And it's not just them who need this reality check. Everyone in the room can feel it. As they watch how far you've come, they're confronted with a question about their own lives. What would happen if they stopped giving up? What could they become if they chose to endure? You're not just sitting at a table. You're sitting at the center of a lesson, a living example of what it looks like when faith, persistence, and divine timing work together. When people look at you sitting at this table, they aren't just seeing someone who succeeded. They're seeing the embodiment of triumph over every struggle, every setback, and every doubt that tried to hold you back. Your presence sends a message far beyond the physical table. Before you, it speaks to the power of resilience, the strength that comes from staying true to yourself, and the undeniable fact that greatness cannot be stopped. You are living proof that the fire you've walked through has prepared you to shine brighter than anyone ever expected. Here's the truth: you're not here to brag or to make anyone feel small. This isn't about proving a point to those who doubted you or tried to hide your light. It's about fully stepping into the person you were always meant to be. Your journey didn't happen by chance. It was guided, planned, and waiting for you long before the world even recognized your potential. Every challenge, every failure, and every moment you thought you couldn't go on was preparing you for this very moment. This table isn't a tool of payback. It's a celebration of everything you've become. Sitting here is a statement, but not one of pride over others. It's a declaration of growth, strength, and self-realization. Every achievement, every lesson, and every step forward is a testament to your journey. You didn't need anyone's approval to get here, and that's what makes your presence so powerful. What terrifies those who doubted you isn't your success itself. It's that you rose without needing their validation, without bending to their standards, and without asking for their permission to exist fully in your light. You've discovered a strength that comes from within, a confidence that isn't dictated by outside voices. And this table, it's more than just a seat or a reward. It's a symbol of autonomy. It's proof that no one else gets to decide the course of your life. When others see you here, glowing with purpose and fulfillment, it shakes the foundation of everything they thought they knew. They wanted to control the story, to keep you small. But you've rewritten the narrative. Your presence at this table is an act of self-actualization. You're shining brightly not to spite anyone, not to seek revenge, but to honor the journey that brought you here. Every trial you endured, every doubt you overcame, and every struggle you faced has led to this moment. You've moved past fear, past negativity, past limitations that others tried to impose, and now you're fully standing in the power that's always been yours. This moment is also a beacon for others. Your journey, your rise, and your unshakable happiness are examples for anyone who's been doubted, underestimated, or pushed aside. You show them that it's possible to take your place at the table and shine, even without anyone else's support. Real happiness, real power, real success, it all comes from within. And sitting here, you embody that truth. So take a moment and truly see what you've done. Every step, every lesson, every tear, and every victory has led to this. You are not just part of this moment. You are a force in it. You've turned every attempt to hold you back into fuel for your ascent. And now you inspire others to rise as well. Keep shining, keep moving forward, and let your light guide not only your path, but also the paths of those who are ready to step into their own greatness. If this conversation inspired you, and you want to dive deeper into insights that motivate, empower, and elevate people, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Together, we'll explore the truths that help us grow, stand stronger, and reach even greater heights as a community. And now, as you sit at your table, fully in your power, fully in your purpose, take a moment to feel it, the struggles, the doubts, the people who underestimated you. They all led you here. This is your victory, your light, your story. But here's the thing, this isn't the end. What you see at this table is only the beginning. The next level, the next chapter, and the next breakthrough are waiting, bigger than anything you've imagined. And the lessons you've learned, they're not just for you. They're for everyone watching, for everyone ready to rise. So here's my question for you. Are you ready to step even higher? Because in the next video, we're going to uncover the hidden moves that will take your success, your confidence, and your purpose to a whole new level, things most people will never see coming. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Click next, stay with me, and let's keep rising together.